but I just signed the largest trade deal in history. I think maybe the largest deal in history with Japan. I always say it has to be great for everybody. It's a great deal. A lot different from the deals in the past, I can tell you that. But we're doing really well as a country. We're strong. We have a lot of money flowing in.
All right, President Trump yesterday announcing a historic $550 billion trade agreement with Japan. The president's economic wins getting the attention of some major international corporations. Drug maker AstraZeneca just confirmed investing $50 billion in Virginia, making that commitment. Let's bring in Glenn Youngkin, governor of the Commonwealth. It's great to have you with us this morning, Governor. Thanks for being here. The White House, interestingly, sharing...
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. The White House sharing some new details with us on this Japan trade agreement just this morning that I think will obviously impact your state a great deal. They're telling us Japan is committed to buying 100 Boeing aircraft, $8 billion in agricultural products from the United States, and boosting defense spending with U.S. firms from $14 to $17 billion annually.
Yeah, this is a giant trade deal that we've all been waiting for, knew was in the works. And let me tell you, $550 billion of increased opportunity for Virginia companies, for American companies, but investment in the United States that will come with it as well. I am particularly pleased to see this commitment to buy American products, to reduce trade barriers. And let me just tell you, agriculture is a big part of this deal, and Virginia's largest private industry is agriculture. We expect to see our defense companies benefit from this, pharmaceutical investment coming into the United States, semiconductor investment coming into the United States, supply chains for advanced manufacturing coming to the United States. This is exactly what President Trump's trade strategy has been all about. And I'll tell you, when we saw the deal cut with the United Kingdom, I was in the offices of AstraZeneca the next day talking about investing in the United States. And this week we saw this just landmark commitment from AstraZeneca to put $50 billion into manufacturing in the United States, with the largest piece of that multi-billion-dollar investment into the Commonwealth of Virginia. These trade negotiations are benefiting Americans, they're benefiting American investment, and Virginia is really being a big winner here.
Washington has been lit up this week, as you are well aware, over the issue of AI and how its development is going to impact American workers. Mass fears across the country about the technology ultimately replacing a whole lot of jobs. What's your thinking on this when it comes to workers in your state?
Well, let's just begin with the reality that AI is going to be part of every business process and every job going forward. It is going to be able to enable a big increase in productivity. And of course, it's also going to allow us to move to a much more sophisticated advanced manufacturing, to move more quickly. And I think Virginia will be a big winner here. We are the largest data center market in the world, and we are seeing billions upon billions of dollars invested in our data center and advanced AI infrastructure. It's also going to require a big retooling of a lot of the workforce. We were able to launch last week an AI training for anybody in Virginia in partnership with Google. And so if you believe that you need to know more about AI, you can get an AI foundational course credential from a free training session with Google. You can come to our website, virginiahasjobs.com/AI, and you can begin to build a brand new set of skills that will enhance your career. Listen, at the end of the day, we are seeing technology move. It's being incorporated into the business world, and Virginia's at the forefront to make sure that we have the very best workforce in the nation in order to meet the needs of future business, which we're seeing come to Virginia. And listen, one of the things that I'm so encouraged by is AstraZeneca has chosen Virginia for this landmark investment. They recognize that we have the best workforce in the nation. We are the most business-friendly state in the nation. We have sites that are ready. We've been investing in site readiness, and we took that deal from first meeting to announcement this week in 33 days. We move at the speed of business, not the speed of government, and I think that's critically important as we take advantage of the opportunities that President Trump's trade environment is creating. Businesses are going to invest billions and billions and trillions into the United States, and I want a lot of it to come to Virginia.
Well, that's a pretty awesome resource you mentioned there on the Commonwealth's website. Encourage everybody to check it out. Governor, we've got to leave it there, but thank you so much for taking time with us this morning. Great to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. God bless you. Have a great day.
You too.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.